Hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to P3D. We're back again today with another flight. Oh my god, that's First Choice Airlines. Vatsim, everybody, we're on Vatsim. That's why it's the First Choice Airlines there. We're also time travelling. This is the year 1985. Wow, that is an old livery. Never seen that in a long time. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted by all the Vatsim aircraft that are around me today. There was one over there, but he's just gone away. That's a shame. So yes, today we are at Edinburgh, as you can tell. And we're doing another flight request. This request was given to me some time ago. As I said, I'm slowly working for all these requests. I've worked out a new colour coordinated system on how to do all of them, so that's why they're taking so long. I'm sorry. Also, I have exams in the coming weeks, so expect content to slouch over May. It will be back in June in full force, and over the course of July, expect P3D mayhem. There will be lots of flight requests being completed. But let's focus on what we're doing today. So today we are at Edinburgh, and we are on EZY802V A319. Obviously that is Aerosoft's Airbus. And today we are going to be flying to Milan. This flight request was obviously, like I said, given to me a little while ago. And the only thing that they've wrote is they've done the flight in real life. So no name, but I know they've done this flight in real life. So whoever that person is, here's your flight. Enjoy. So we're taking obviously the A319 catering crew, just now putting the catering on board the aircraft. There's not much to say about Edinburgh, although obviously this is UK2000. There's not that many aircraft around. There's a Ryanair sitting there, and there's a First Choice sitting there. God. Who flies First Choice? It's 2017. Oh my god, can we get some other aircraft in Edinburgh other than First Choice? Put down in the comments below if you ever flew with First Choice. Let me know down below. But I won't waste any more time. Let's get onto the flight deck. The flight time is going to be about 2 hours today, so let's get onto the flight deck and start setting up. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the flight deck of the Aerosoft. It's been a while. The last time we did an Aerosoft was, I believe it was a Mexico City flight where my older brother failed, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time. So let's just get right into the setup. First thing we're going to do is come over to the light switches and turn the nav and logo light on. We'll also turn the seat belt and no smoking signs on, and we'll arm emergency lights. We'll turn the fuel pumps on like so, and we'll set all of the IRSs to nav. While they're aligning, we'll do a quick fire test as well. So engine 1, engine 2, or APU, and engine 2, like so. We can also do a lights test, like so, and all of the lights are working fine. It's nice. Oh. Turn the test off. There we go. So we can also come down here and set that to 20, and the communications are on. We'll actually set the parking brake as well, why not? And we'll set out of that page, and we have eCam door page. Okay. We can also go down to the FMC now and begin the tedious process of setting up the FMC. So we'll align the IRS. It should happen in a couple, 5 minutes to alignment. So while that's we're waiting on alignment, we'll put in the details of the flight. So today we are flying from Echo Golf Papa Hotel, also known as Edinburgh, to Milan, which is Lima India Mike Charlie, if my memory serves me, which it does. Lima India Mike and Charlie is the ICO codes. No company route, as always. We like to put in them manually. And the flight number is EZY802V Vector for the flight number. Taking a cost index, let's mix it up a bit. Let's go with a cost index of 45, and we're cruising today at 37,000 feet, like so. I get 4 minutes to alignment. And we will wait on that being aligned, so I will come back to you once I've entered the flight plan. As you all know, putting in the flight plan is a tedious process on the Airbus for me, because I personally just like to put the airways in. I don't know what it is about the management system on the FMC of the Airbus, I just like it. Just me maybe, but I will get back to you once the flight plan has been inserted. Okay, so we've now just entered the flight plan for the flight. It was quite a long flight plan, so I did just skip over it. I didn't want to make you guys sit through that. That would be literal hell. Or maybe it wouldn't, depends what you're into, I guess. So we'll set takeoff flaps 1, gives us our V-speeds. V1 109, VR 123 and V2 130 with a transition altitude of 6,000. Good. And thrust reduction and all that working fine. Climb, yep, everything looks okay. And that's it, I believe. There's nothing else that needs done here. So I believe what we can do now is come up here and we'll set up the MCP, so flight directors, and we'll set that to 20, which it already is. That's good. We'll set initial altitude to 10,000. In fact, you know what, just in case anything happens, we'll set it to 6,000, just to be on the safe side. And we don't need any of those, so we'll leave those all off for now. It's not that important. Anything else? Nope, everything looks fine down here. And up here, everything is going well. What we can do now is we can go outside. The passengers should just be getting on board the aircraft, so we'll go out, wait on the buses arriving, and greet the passengers. So you see us now bringing the bags on board EZY802V Milan. Obviously the famous red and blue bags. We're actually seeing this from the position of the bag taker today, and we're just taking all of these bags. This is actually quite a nice detailed cargo hold that Aerosoft made. Aerosoft are known for their detail, especially on things like, just that cargo door. You can see they've managed to detail all the locks and all that. Only one cargo holder today. It appears that our baggage handler Thomas has lost his partner in bag handling. Otherwise he's up there hiding somewhere, but we don't know, so this door is actually closed. Passengers coming down not through a bus today, but they're actually coming down through that little door, if you've ever been to Edinburgh before. Also, I said it with Glasgow, and I'm going to say it with Edinburgh, someone needs to get on making an update of these airports. Yeah, it looks good, but the only thing I would say is they don't actually have the whole Royal Bank of Scotland things, you know. It looks good, but it's not relevant anymore, is it? So an updated version of this would be absolutely fantastic. So if anyone knows how to make good payware scenery, pay you about 1,000 for a good Scottish scenery, or maybe I'm missing a good Scottish scenery that I just don't know about. Once again, let me know below. But anyway, I believe that's all our bags on board. We're not actually taking that many passengers today, so I believe that that's everyone on board. So what we'll do is we'll hop onto the flight deck, start the APU, and let's get on our way to Milan. Okay, and we've now got the ground crew below us getting ready to push us back. The APU is running and the power is off. There is an aircraft on the approach, as you can see. I believe it's another EasyJet. Yep, there is. It looks a bit high actually. He's coming from Bale Mulhouse. No clue where that is, but that seems like it would have been a fun flight. Maybe next time. Right, so let's check out some things. Beacon light can come on. APU bleed can come on. I really want to see this landing though. Oh no, don't go past the window. Touchdown. Touchdown. I didn't see it. Ah, damn it. Oh well. We'll see them taxiing in probably. Right, let's release parking brake. Awesome, right, so that's our start clearance. So we'll turn engine to ignition and engine 2, master switch on. While that's happening, we can set our squawk code of 2000, like so. And we're getting pushed back now. Awesome, so that's actually quite a quick startup, one of our quicker startups than previous, so that's always good. What's the temperature today? We're sitting at 10 degrees, borderline anti-ice temperature. Nice. Now, if you long viewers of the channel will remember what happened last time we tried to depart out of Edinburgh. We could barely get the aircraft off the ground. Someone actually told me why that was, and I can't remember, so I have no idea if I'm going to do it again, but I hope not. Just in case so, we are going to go with a toga takeoff today, just because I don't feel like crashing into Livingston, you know, so just in the interest of public safety, that's all I'll say. In the interest of public safety, we'll go with that. Okay, and that seems like a good start on engine 2. We'll start up engine 1. Engine sounds as normal, really quiet. I'll need to fix that, but I have to balance between having engines and having sane hearing. So you know, it's a payoff, I guess. Okay, and we've just been pushed back from the gate. Nicely done by the ground crew. Still pushing us pretty far back. Can we see a tow truck? No, we can't. I can see the marshaller. The marshal is just like to the tow truck. Where are you going? Come back. Alright, I was wondering if we were actually going to stop there. We'll arm speed brakes and set flaps 1, max auto brake as well, like so. I can sort of hear the engines in the background. Flaps extended and slats extended as well. Speed brakes are armed, no smoking, seatbelt signs are on, auto brake set to max. And we can bring the APU off now and turn APU cool down on. Leave strobe off for now. In the interest of public safety, let's turn the anti-ice on, just in case. Now I believe that EasyJet's going to be coming in behind us, so I don't think we'll be in its way. Depends what stand it wants to park at. I don't think we'll be in the way of it. And we'll turn the ignition switch to normal, like so. And we'll turn weather and turbulence, and we'll wait until the ground clear before we turn that on. Okay, so is that the tow truck coming out? Yep, tow truck's coming out. Tow truck disconnected. Nice. He should be moving soon. The marshaller's gone. Where did the marshaller go? No clue. Oh well. Okay, so he's gone, so runway turn off's on, taxi light on, and I believe that is us golden. The weather radar is on. Okay, clear on the left and we're clear on the right, and I will see you at the holding point for 2-4.
If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat, put it over your head, pass the tapes around your waist, click together, and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Okay, and we're now at the holding point for runway 24. We're just going to do some final checks before we take off. So we'll turn the landing lights on, strobe lights on, nose light, and sure, why not, we'll flick the wing light on for whatever. We'll ping the cabin, let them know that we're about to take off, and we'll set TCAS TARA tilt above. Flap set 1, speed brakes are armed, the weather radar is on. I don't think I've missed anything. Flap setting 1. Okay, I believe we are good to enter the runway, so let's release the parking brake and we'll taxi on to the runway. This should be an interesting flight. The landing controls just came on, so hopefully we should be able to get a bit of coverage. Also, I do a lot of montages of the flights and clearing the approach. I do a lot of montages of like the middle of the flight, but do let me know below if you want to see me talking to like the control centers in the future, because I could always snip a little bit of that in if you guys want to see that.
Approaching 2-4.
That computer's pretty informative. It's also very loud. It normally goes over the actual ATC, so whenever Sometimes when I'm just doing flights for fun, flights that I don't record, and I have that little 2-4 or on taxiway sort of sound, a lot of the time I'll get that annoying little sound while the ATC is trying to give me taxi instructions, and it's very hard to understand them when that's what you've got buzzing in your ear.
On runway 24.
Once again, very informative. Never would have figured that out on my own. Okay, so we're on the runway and we'll increase the throttle to 50%. And it's stabilized. And max, flex, and toga. So toga, SRS, and runway. And that's takeoff for a set. That's 80 knots. That's V1. And that's rotate. And that's a positive rate of climb, gear up. Hold pitch 15 degrees. Oh, hold just below that. That's a good rate of climb we've got there on takeoff. Bit bumpy, we will lower pitch to 10 degrees. Okie dokie. I'll actually raise pitch just so we can control the speed. Okay, that's good on climb. And the lever climb. That's a overspeed warning. Bringing flaps up. There we go. First climb set. And we'll gauge autopilot. And we'll take control of the vertical climb. Increase initial flight level to 15,000 and hold pitch at 2500, holding speed 250. Climb for set and flaps up, and we can also disarm the speed brakes. Okay, that is a good climb. So we didn't almost crash on that one, which is nice. Always a good thing, not crashing. Turn the nose light off, like so, and we can turn the anti-ices off for now. Okie dokie. So that is us set up in good climb. We've got a nice climb profile. We're going up pretty fast, so that toga definitely helped with that. Forgot to start the clock. Well, that is very something I would do. And auto brake is disarmed. We're just about to go into the cloud. I do not know how thick this cloud layer is, but we'll try and ride it out. And we're now passing through 5,000 feet, 1,000 to transition. And we'll pull standard. Once we get past standard, I'll go into the montage of the flight. So that is the last you will see of the ground until we are in Milan. Good, good, good. Right, and 6,000 feet we will set standard, like so. And we are now on our way, EZY802 Victor. Airbus A319 to Milan. Estimated flight time, like I said, 2 hours from now we're expected to touch down. So that's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Greenwich Meridian time. Not sure what that actually is in Italy. How far ahead is Italy? I believe it's only 2 hours ahead, Italy, or is it 2 hours behind? I believe it's behind. So that would be about 1 o'clock-ish. In Italy. I'm not sure. I'm not very clever on doing time zones. I can see the blue right above us, so I know we are piercing through this sort of slow cloud layer, and it looks like we've got tailwind as well, so that should help us on the climb. But I won't hold you guys back any longer. Enjoy the montage of the flight, and I will see you on the descent down into Milan. Enjoy. back to the flight deck. We are now on the initial approach into Milan, landing runway 35 right today. It's a lovely day down in Milan, 20 degrees, sunshine and clear skies. We're now beginning the turn to line ourselves up with the runway, and we're going to start our final preparations. Going to engage LS just to give us a little bit of guidance on the approach today. We've got what looks like a wind from the southeast at about 7-6 knots, varying, which is okay, we can manage that. We're on the ILS approach today again, and we are almost ready to establish ourselves. So we're trying to, and the goal is to hit 4,000 by waypoint Rigon. If we can't make it there, we'll definitely have to make it by November or Nov in order to make this approach. But it looks like we're on profile for a standard descent, and we're just about ready to pass through transition level. We're now going to slow ourselves down to 220 knots, and we're actually just going to bring in the QNH now, because I'm not sure what the transition height is, but never too safe. So if I can quickly show you this approach. This approach wants us at 4,000 feet for here, but it also wanted us at 4,000 feet for here. So we're just going off of what it's saying. I would imagine you would generally come in a bit higher, but we're not in controlled airspace right now. There's no traffic around either. So it would generally want you to be in 4,000 for probably NOV, and then you descend like so. But we're here a bit earlier, so I guess that's fine. But I guess we can also now take a direct to NOV, like so. And if we insert like that, we should be given a direct, which should actually clear everything up and make that better. And there is Italy. And the mountains are actually just off by, we don't have the visibility. Visibility is actually quite low. So we can't see much further, so we can't see the mountains, unfortunately. Right, so we're now lining up 4,000. We'll arm speed brakes. We'll hold off on the flaps for now until we're about 5 miles. Once we're at 5 miles, I will set flaps 1 and we'll begin our deceleration towards the runway. We'll bang the cabin crew, letting them know that it's almost time for landing. There we go. So the cabin crew are banged. Everyone loves being banged. Weather radar is showing absolutely nothing, showing clear skies, so it should be a clear approach. I still don't have the airport in sight, however. I do not see it anywhere, but we should be able to see it in the coming minutes. It is to our 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock sort of, so if anyone can see it before me, I doubt you'll be able to, but I can't see it. That's a shame. Right, so how far are we out now? We're about 5.8 miles, that's good. We'll begin our initial deceleration. Let's select 200 for our deceleration, and we'll actually arm localizer as well. Localizer armed, and we will set flaps 1 and select initial approach speed, which is 180, like so. Okay, so that is us successfully desailed to our initial approach speed, which is 180. We'll now change this to approach. So it should give us a final speed of 127, but I'm actually going to go a little bit faster than that on the approach, because I don't like going super slow. That always makes me feel quite uncomfortable flying a big massive aircraft at like 127 knots. It's just an approach. I don't know why, but that's just how it's always been, right. We're online, 2 miles to run. So I guess all we have to do now is just sit and look at the lovely fields. 2 miles. Right, so any second now we should capture. Oh right, okay, yep, localizer captured and approach is armed, and we'll see the little diamond start to descend. We'll decrease to 170. like so. And we're slowly making the turn. Fantastic, fantastic. Right, I see the airport. The runway is right there, where my mouse is. And the diamond is almost descending past the horizon. And once we get glide slope confirmation, we'll drop the gears and select flaps 2, set speed 160, which is actually just about to happen now. We can see that crosswind's now gone down to 4 knots, so even better news for us. Okay, glide slope captured and gear down, and we'll set flaps 2. And in setting flaps 2, speed decrease 160. Like so. Once again, everyone, as you all know, it normally gets a little bit loud. Fantastic. And we'll hold this speed on the approach until we can get to about... Once we get confirmation of radio altimeter, we can set flaps free. I just want to be a little bit closer to the runway. And we're getting a couple of lag spikes coming in now into Milan. It's big scenery, so can be a bit laggy. I don't know what that is. Does you guys all see that? That little power station there? It's quite odd. Don't normally see power stations on my approach. Hey ho. Okay, so go around altitude, set 4000. We're approaching runway now. We'll hold this speed and we'll decrease to 10-mile range. Runway is 10 miles out, 7.5 miles out on initial or on final approach. Let's hold speed at 160 until we have 5 miles out, then we'll decrease speed, set flaps free, and then we'll go in for full confirmation.
2,500.
Okay, so there is the radio altimeter. Speed decrease 140. Flaps free. Another little lag spike there. Flaps extending to free. And that is 2000, and we'll go flaps full. Okay, and that is full landing confirmation. Okay, so let's go landing checklist. So landing lights are on, nose lights are on, auto brake medium, flaps full, spoiler is armed. Okay, what's our height? We are 1,700 with minimal wind. We have 2 knots, so it's not even enough to register as an actual crosswind. Absolutely fantastic. This might be one of the best approach setups we've had in a while. So we'll hold off until we're about maybe 1,300, and then we'll bring it in by ourselves. That sounds good. Okie dokie. So everything's set up. Let's disengage the autopilot and take manual control. Oh, free team. There we go. So, airplane. And we'll hold it steady on the approach. Everything's looking good. Might want to
1,000.
cut off on that descent profile a little bit. We're going a little bit too low for comfort. Cut off on that descent profile.
Approaching 3-5 right.
And that crosswind is now just turned into a tailwind. That's not good, but oh well. Going a little bit too low again. Pitch nose up, and we'll correct that. Pitching nose down. We'll pitch the nose up again.
500.
That's 500. We're good on
400.
400.
$300.
And we'll pitch up a little bit more. Keep
200.
On profile 200. Okay, another lag spike, awesome.
100.
Okay.
70. 60. 100 above. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
And flare. Get down. Floating. On the ground. Reverser's green. deceleration. Oh, reversers came out early there. That's fine. Okie dokie, and we're on the rollout now. And take off brakes. There we go. And we'll keep that acceleration going. And just until we can get off the runway, like so. Okay, and we'll bring flaps up. And we'll take this high-speed exit to our left. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Milan. No idea what the local time is. You'll need to ask your iPhone. Okay, and we're exiting here. Like so. Our parking stand today is 105. And landing lights can come off, strobes can come off, taxi lights and APU start. Okay, let's try and find our stand. I hope we exited at the right area. Sorry for the clicking, I know you guys hate that, but I can't help it. Right, let's I don't know if we're supposed to go up here. I don't think so. Let's hammer on the parking brake quickly. I know that's not advisable, but hey ho, we'll do it anyway. Right, where are we parking? There's the main terminal. We're not parking over there. Are we parking over there? I believe so. Okay, yes, I believe that's our parking stand. Right, I will see you all at the parking stand. So let's taxi in. Okay, and we are now successfully parked up at the gate. Engines are still running, so we'll go ahead and shut down number 2. Actually, also disarm the spoilers. That'd be a good idea. Turn the weather radar off as well. Okay, we've still got power, and that's engine 1 coming off. And we'll turn TCAS off, stop the clock, like so, and we'll turn off that, so I'll put the APU bleed on, and fuel pumps can all come off, and beacon light come off. Right, where's GSX? Where are they? Let's get deboarded, and sure, who that one? Picking random companies. Right, where is our GSX? There they are. Nice. We'll open the doors for them as well. So they'll need the front left and aft left door, and you'll need aft cargo. That's the one that we put all our bags in. Okay, let's go outside and have a look at all the passengers getting off. You know, the magic of aviation always interests me. GSX is one of those things that interests me more than anything. The fact that small suitcases can be transformed into crates mid-flight is just so incredible. It truly is. We parked actually quite a lot. For not having a marshal, we actually parked quite dead on centre. I'm quite proud of myself for that one. Made the turning a little bit late. I've still not gotten used to flying smaller aircraft since across the pond. And you can see the stairs which the passengers are now getting off of. Here comes the pickup bus. Although I believe it's that door they go for, or is it that door? They will have to go for customs, so I believe it would probably be the bottom door. But nevertheless, this bus has come to greet them, so we'll ignore the passenger bags going off in a different form that they came on in, hey? But this is a very nice scenery, by the way. Aerosoft Milan, if you haven't got it, just go get it. I know I say that for every scenery, but most sceneries I get are good, and cheap, because, you know, I'm not a big spender. He says playing a modded P3D with PMDG aircraft and everything else, but you know, apart from that, I'm not a big spender, so you just got to look. People always ask me about the best place to get sceneries. I would personally recommend Sim Market, because they often have very good deals, and it is where I normally get most of my add-ons. So that's just personally where I would go. There might be other places where you could get better deals. However, I mainly just use Sim Market. So apart from when I'm buying aircraft, in which case I normally actually use the official website for, like, example, PMTG and Quality Wings, etc., etc. Or did I get Quality Wings somewhere else? I don't know. Did I just say I had a Quality Wing 757? Oh, does that mean I have a flight request with a 757 in it? So spoilers. Could it possibly a future vet? And I'm not allowed to say it's classified. But yes, that was Edinburgh to Milan. If you'd like to see more videos or flight requests, there's a flight request form you can fill out in the comments below. And if you want to just, avoid that form that's been there for months, you can just put it in the comments. All your comments have been put on the list, do not worry. And there's a lot of them. So this was one of the flight requests. To whoever this person was, I hope you enjoyed this flight. I hope it met your expectations, and feel free to leave another one and comment down below. So yes, comment down below. Remember the question of the day: have you ever flown first choice? Let me know down below. Have you ever seen a first choice? Probably be a better one. But yes, let me know. Comment down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for 17,000 views and almost 250 subscribers. The growth rate on this channel has been pretty mad, not gonna lie. So let's see. Should we set a challenge? I think we should set a challenge. Let's try and hit 300 subscribers. So I know that's a big ask, because we're at 250 right now. But let's see if we can get 50 subscribers before the end of June. That is a challenge. 250 before the end of June. That's the challenge. Let's try and get it. If we can, that'll be absolutely incredible. So let's aim for that, and I will see you in the next video.